Today on Blind Tag Wrestling News Now, there's a Friday night fight brewing between Smackdown and Rampage, and we've got all the latest.
2 big-time Ring of Honor tag teams show up as surprises on 2 of the weekend's biggest shows.
And, by the way, GCW delivered one of their biggest shows to date and announced an upcoming event at a New York City location legendary to wrestling and wrestling fans worldwide.
They did indeed.
They did.
Yes, they did. It was a crazy show, too.
It was a crazy
Insanity.
show. But my name's John.
I'm Raja.
And you are watching Blind Tag Wrestling News Now.
You are.
So here's the big deal, Leo, for my Ophelio fans out there. Ophelio. So the big story. There's a lot of big stories.
Yes.
We have never, ever had to cut down so many stories.
Yeah.
It's
just
like,
throw them out.
It's like, well, we'll do that one Tuesday. Do that one Wednesday.
Just get rid of them.
It's like, well, what are we going to do? What if Raw is really good? And we'll do them Tuesday.
Oh.
We'll do them Tuesday.
Oh. That's sad.
Dark Elevation should have the ECW originals on it, though.
That would be cool to watch.
Be the coolest
We should
thing
watch that.
That might be the coolest thing we see
Not
tonight.
watch Raw.
Never know. We have to watch Raw.
Unfortunately, it's our job.
So, speaking of Raw.
Speaking of
World Wrestling Entertainment.
Yes. Oh, there's been some stuff a-brewing.
Yeah, so what did they do? They're going to be preempted, right?
Yes, they were pushed to Fox Sports 1 because of baseball. So they decided that they were going to do something special for all their fans and make like a supersized SmackDown by adding 30 minutes onto the end of their normal time.
Which, if you keep count at home, would be 2.5 minutes of wrestling.
Yes, so the last 30 minutes of SmackDown will now be going against the first 30 minutes of AEW Rampage on Friday night.
So, why in the bloody hell did they do that?
Huh. For the fans.
I mean, they never did anything for the fans before. Nothing like this.
Oh, man.
They've never had a single overrun in the history of freaking SmackDown that we know of.
Yeah, I know.
On
But we
Fox.
can hope that they're doing this in goodwill, right?
Yeah, I mean, they're not. I mean, there's no goodwill there.
Oh,
There's
man.
no... I know what we'll do. We're on Friday Night Live. Let's just do it against them. We can beat them. You know how?
How?
Roman. We'll put Roman on.
Okay, Vince.
Roman on those vanilla midgets.
Good plan.
Indie boys.
Okay.
Mod monkeys.
So, Vince wasn't the only one with something to say just then. Tony Khan actually threw his hat in the ring on this little subject.
What did Tony Khan say?
Well, he tweeted, "I saw you're doing a half-hour head-to-head with us. I can't wait to finally beat your main show head-to-head. It's been a long time coming. See you next Friday for AEW Rampage on TNT."
Tony Khan. Tony Khan.
Yes, Tony Khan.
He's staying late after school. He's going to fight.
But that's what he wants. He wants the competitive nature to come back to wrestling.
Competitive juices. Yeah, I think in an interview recently he said that he wanted to have the passion and the wherewithal there, the fights and stuff of the Monday Night Wars without WCW's mistakes.
Yes, he wants them to fight it out so that fans are like interested,
Well, yeah.
Bring back pro wrestling in its glory days.
The surprises.
Yes.
I mean, you never knew what was going to happen, and it was always an event. It's a happening, Bobby.
It is indeed.
And, so that's one of those things that's really cool. I love it. I mean, I'm excited now whenever, it's not really the Raw that I get excited about as much as, because they haven't really done any surprises.
Right.
I mean, they surprised me when they booked something to follow what happened the week before.
Yeah.
You know,
You're like, I don't remember this in the storyline.
I mean, they surprise me when they don't have a screw finish.
Oh yeah, that's very surprising.
That's
interference.
That's surprising. Yeah.
No disqualification.
They surprise me when a promo doesn't look scripted. You know, when they say things, it surprises me when they say things that people actually say.
Yeah.
You know, that surprises the hell out of me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when they don't carry freaking swords out to the ring.
Right. I don't think that's ever going to stop.
I mean, I don't care if you carry a sword, I guess.
Yeah.
But come on.
It's like, what are you going to do with it?
I mean, come on. Right?
Right.
Is it a euphemism? If it is, I'm down for it.
We can have actual competitive spirit. Sword fighting.
I mean, let's do sword fighting. If we're going to have sword fighting, let's have sword fighting.
Oh, man.
That means safe sword fighting. You know?
Is there such a thing?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Fencing?
Fencing is safe sword fighting. I just didn't remember the name fencing. You freaking butthole.
Well, I thought we could take a look at the announced matches for both SmackDown and Rampage this Friday night to see what the other is up against.
I think that's what we need to do.
Yes, because Tony Khan had already announced the entire lineup for Rampage before this whole supersized SmackDown came about.
That too.
Yes, he's like, I'm not changing anything based on this. I already have my matches set. I'm good to go.
And then he said, Gabby Johnson is right. Rubbish.
So for SmackDown,
yes,
Brock Lesnar returns.
I thought he returned every other week.
He does. We have the King of the Ring semifinal, Finn Balor versus Sami Zayn. The Queen's Crown semifinal, Zelina Vega versus Carmella.
Now, I like the Finn Balor, Sami Zayn.
Uh-huh.
Except, you got some explaining to do.
Oh, they're not going to explain anything.
Carmella scares me. Listen, I don't know who. Now, this is a real thing. I'm not being funny right now. I don't want anybody laughing. When I see Carmella in that mask, I don't know if it's something from my childhood. I don't know if it's something like from weird dominatrix things I've, thought about. I don't know what it is, but it scares me.
She does look rather terrifying.
She's like the man in the iron mask. I mean, it's weird. It's terrifying.
Definitely
Why?
medieval torture vibes.
This in one fell swoop was scared, and then they never did a Bray. Like when you can say boo to me all you want, but when you put the ditzy blonde in the freaking no,
the emotionless mask.
When she put it on, and it's almost like she thought it was going to be pretty. Like somebody told her it was pretty. Like Corey said, you look hot in anything, babe, and you don't.
It's that whole uncanny valley thing. I think it's like it doesn't look real, but the eyes are real. You're like, no,
it's terrifying. It's terrifying. It's something out of a Rob Zombie remake of a good horror movie. Because they're not good.
Oh man, they're also going to do.
But I don't care what you think.
Sasha Banks versus Becky Lynch. After that, all the interference in those matches.
So they're giving that away on SmackDown. There's no way that's going to last long or be straight up.
Right. Yeah. But that'll probably be the main event.
Yeah.
If I had to guess, that's going to be going up against Rampage.
Yeah, they would have to do that so they could make, AEW kind of look bad. Like,
right.
Oh, you're trying to beat up the little girls, man. We give the little girls all kinds of time, which
goodness,
they don't.
No, they don't.
You do know the SmackDown thing from last Friday, right?
Why don't you tell me about it?
Oh, okay. So I have to tell you about this.
Okay.
All right. This freaking Queen Crowns tournament, okay, which is a horrible name. Why is it not just Queen of the Ring?
Because it can't be the same as the men.
Well, I mean, it would be really cool.
It would be. I agree.
So the Queen of the Ring tournament, you had two matches Friday night.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you had I apologize. You had Toni Storm versus Zelina Vega.
Yes.
And you also had Carmella versus Liv Morgan.
Right.
Okay, so yeah, that would be great.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I even like the matchups.
Yeah, fun tournament matches.
Yeah, except Phantom of the Opera match there. I can't freaking Carmella. But dude, both these matches combined time, less than Roman Reigns walkout time.
This is a rib, right?
No. No, it's not a rib. Not even a harmless rib or harmful. It's real.
I can't.
It's a shoot.
I can't even address that with the appropriate amount of disdain that I have for that factoid.
It's real. And here's the thing about it. Who puts themselves over is like, women's revolution. We take care of the women around here.
Right.
We don't objectify women no more.
No.
Not at all. Ain't that right, boys? They don't do that. We're good with women.
No.
Real good with women.
We don't call them divas anymore. They should be happy.
We call them bad girls. And we smack them. And we just,
my God.
On the booty. We don't smack them in the face. That'd be terrible. We give them spankings.
Okay, well, I'm just going to move on to Rampage's matches because I need a little palate cleanser after that.
So, what's face?
So lined up for Rampage, CM Punk versus Matt Sydal. Good match.
It is a good match.
Ruby Soho versus the Bunny. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, they got the TBS title. It's
Ruby Soho.
They got to weed out some people.
I mean, we've seen the Bunny too much, in my opinion. With some of the other women we have on the roster.
Yeah, she's been featured quite a bit lately.
And she doesn't do anything for me.
Right.
I mean, her work is it's there.
She's a great, manager, valet.
I think she needs to be, a little bit more aggressive, maybe. Or there's something about her that's just not...
Right.
It's just not the same as watching, a Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, I agree. And then we have the Inner Circle, Chris Jericho, Jake Hager, and Sammy Guevara versus the Men of the Year and Junior Dos Santos.
Yeah, and Masvidal is, he's going to be there.
Yes, Jorge Masvidal will be there. So you're getting
a lot of crossover there. I don't know what kind of appeal that has. Now, it has appeal for me.
Yeah.
And especially being in Miami.
I want to see it.
Because, Masvidal made his name on the streets of Miami with the Kimbo Slice videos. Anybody who's... anybody... under a certain age, the NXT 2.0 viewership wouldn't know what I'm talking about. But anybody below 65 should have a good idea of,
yeah, I got you.
Masvidal and the Kimbo Slice and the Miami street fights and that culture and everything. I love this.
The crowd in Miami is going to be happy.
Yeah. I mean, and there again, I don't know how many of them, 30 of them are going to be like, hey, hey, ho, hey, I remember the day, huh? Yeah. Goodness. Oh, that's right.
It'll definitely be interesting to see the outcome of those 30 minutes that they have against each other.
Yeah, it will, especially since somebody laid the gauntlet down.
Yeah, he just went and did that.
I can't protect you, pal. You go out here by yourself on your Twitter machine.
Make your bed, you have to lie in it.
My God.
You set up the table, you have to go through it.
What are you thinking? I know people, man, it's funny because people on both sides are already building in all the excuses.
Right.
The WWE stands are just it's FS1. It's it's WWE, dick. And on the AEW side, they're just well, it's their number one show against our number two show that you challenged them on. Yeah.
Yes.
But I know they came over. They challenged you realistically. And that's the perception they wanted. Mm-hmm. But they went in 30 minutes. That'd be like having something on network on Monday night and you were doing 7 to 8 at all times. And all of a sudden you're like, we're going to go to 8:30 for no reason. Just know we want to do it for the fans.
And then there's people getting angry that Tony said anything he's not allowed to say anything at all.
Excuse me, T-shirt company, pissant company. What about all the stuff they say?
Yeah. We want that. We want things to be fun. Stop pooping on the party.
I know, Triple H, Shawn Michaels and his cross eye was in there before saying stuff. They're always there I tell you.
Oh, man.
We'll get it. Oh.
Yes, I know.
All right.
We want the competitive spirit. Give it to us.
Anyway, it's going to be fun. Can't wait. Friday night, boom.
Speaking of crazy competitions, Ring of Honor's throwing themselves everywhere.
They are.
They're just going for it, buddy.
They're after all these years ago, and you can't go to town, Margaret. You can't go see your friends, Margaret. All of a sudden, somebody bought Margaret some stilettos and let her go out. Yeah. And guess what Margaret did? She went full preacher's daughter on us because all the boys are going to remember Margaret Saturday night
Oh.
What happened?
So over the weekend, AAA had their Heroes Immortalis 14 show.
Very good.
And the Lucha Brothers had a match because they are the AAA tag team champions.
Yes.
Against Laredo Kid and El Hijo del Vikingo.
Oh, my God.
Which is a great team.
Freaking, dude, listen. That Viking and Laredo.
We were hoping they would be the ones to come to AEW.
Yeah, when he's like, every match team, because he sounds like Frankenstein on freaking Young Frankenstein. It's like, every time I hear Idolo try to talk, and I love Andrade, but it's always like, I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude, just talk in Spanish. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, just give us the captions. We'll read.
I'm totally fine with it.
You sound suave. It's cool.
It's like you're in pain. It's just like,
I guess Vikingo isn't technically masked, so
yeah,
it breaks the rules.
It does, yeah.
Anyway, after the Lucha Brothers won and kept their titles, they were confronted by another set of brothers. Lucha Brothers.
Do tell.
Dragon Lee and Dralistico. We love Dragon Lee.
We love Dragon Lee. We've always loved Dragon Lee. We love Dragon Lee versus
Hiromu Takahashi. He needs to go back to Japan soon, please.
They put little love notes to each other.
We've got a Super Juniors coming up. I can't wait. So these brothers just happen to be part of a certain faction in a Ring of Honor.
Yes.
Yeah. The La Faction.
Little winking going on there. Little.
And, Andrade has that challenge for Dynamite where he's going to have a random masked team face the Lucha Brothers for their AAA tag team titles.
Absolutely. Did Andrade have something to do with a faction at one point in time? Like back,
Maybe.
CMLL.
Maybe something to do with their older brother, Roosh.
Yeah, something for Roosh. That's right. And was there anybody from New Japan ever involved in that? Or
maybe I feel like it was like some Stardust Genius.
Something
like that. Rings a bell.
I think it was a big deal, and I think these guys could storyline if we had like the best crossovers ever. Like if we just lived in the dream world, baby.
Right.
Just lived in the dream world, and everything actually connected. There was no like individual companies.
Right.
Everything really connected, like is what it feels like every time I wake up now. This could be connected.
Oh, man.
And even though we've never had the Ring of Honor AEW connection.
Right.
And we've wanted it. And there might be reasons. Maybe the whole ramrod on the Madison Square Garden show could be a big reason. But
it seems things are cooling down a little bit.
Yeah. Time heals all wounds, I'm sure.
They went out and had a drink together,
So does paychecks.
They talked about things.
So, yeah.
If Dragon Lee and Dralistico show up on AEW, you might not see us ever again.
Dude, we can't take things like this. You don't understand. We all have things we are.
Sorry, Vince.
What's going on?
Oh, no. Just, it's okay. It's okay.
He heard me say stilettos. He thought
that was 10 minutes ago, Vince.
Pee-pee dance time.
No.
Yeah, it's like it's a gypsy thing. So listen, I'm excited. This is going to be great. But that wasn't the only surprise.
No, it wasn't. Ring of Honor just they showed up everywhere. So GCW had a big weekend, and at one of their shows, Fight Club, on Saturday night, the Second Gear crew were talking, they were like, we'll take on anybody from any promotion.
The Second Gear crew is Matt Warner.
And Matthew Justice. So they're talking, we're like, somebody's going to come challenge, but we were not prepared for the challenge. As soon as the music started playing, something like light bulbs blew in the room.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
He was like, no way, but yes way. The frickin' Briscoes.
The Briscoe brothers.
Showed up on GCW.
Them boys.
To challenge for the tag team titles.
Them boys want you to man up.
Oh my God.
Man up.
What kind of world are we living in at this moment?
Listen, Jay Briscoe, you sexy beast. and it's okay. You can bring your brother too. Okay?
We need him for the tag team.
It's not to say Briscoe brothers without the brother. But listen, Mark's great, dude.
He is.
He really is.
I love him.
It's just the joke I always make because I'm so over on Jay. Jay just has that intense, like, what you say, boy? What you say, boy? They got the Diaz brother thing.
They do.
Like they're wrestling
the same
Diaz
energy.
brothers. It don't matter if they win or lose. It doesn't matter if they could probably draw a check.
Yes.
You just love them. Well, I swear to God, one of them could draw a check. I'm just telling you.
But they're legends in Ring of Honor. They are Ring of Honor.
You hear people say OGs, right?
Yeah.
These guys aren't just OGs; they're representers. You know what I mean? They actually are the crew. They're the ones.
They're the franchise.
You can't tell me they never had a chance to go somewhere else. You know, like they wouldn't do that, and they stayed, and they you know they've done some really great stuff, man. Listen, they've had the best matches. I've been such a mark of theirs since when I was like little boy wrestling. When I was just a little boy wrestling. And I was down at TNA in Nashville, Tennessee with Kid Cash walking in the back. And I had to say I was his brother because it wasn't like I was invited.
Right.
I was an indie wrestler.
Just tagging along.
Just tagging along. We do that. That's how we get on shows. But they still do it, trust me. So I was going through and those guys were there that night. Like, down from Philadelphia or whatever. And
right.
Like babyface Briscoes. But I already knew who they were. And I was just like... I could kidnap them now.
It's a long love story.
And I just it's been forever. So now I'm totally like scared to shit. Like, can you imagine Jay Briscoe watching? Because it starts out like Mark watching and going, hey, Jay.
I'm sure you'd understand.
Hey, Jay. This is going to be good. This guy fan on. And then Jay comes in and be like, is he trying to say that? He thinking you're pretty.
He'd probably remember you.
Which I'm not saying either thing.
No.
I'm a huge fan.
For liability reasons.
Yes.
So, GCW Fight Club was pretty amazing. Like,
it was.
Otherwise.
Yeah.
And this weekend was just insane.
Yeah.
So at this point, I'm just convinced that GCW is the forbidden door. They do use doors. You know.
Yeah, they do.
Because we had so many people show up.
It's been a metaphor the whole time.
Surprises on this show. We had Leo Rush inserting himself into the opening match between Alex Zane and Ninja Mac.
Which was awesome.
It was amazing.
It was.
Freaking Thunder Rosa joined the scramble.
What's this crap?
Thunder Rosa.
Thunder Rosa. We're trying to have a business right here. Freaking Thunder Rosa, come in.
Man.
Protection money, bro. Thunder Rosa come up. She's spitting all that. Beating up all my guys.
Oh, man.
And that's what she did here. She outclassed everybody. Yes. Seriously.
Because she's Thunder Rosa.
There was guys quit after this match.
We saw Chris Dickinson and Starboy Charlie start a new tag team against Joey Janela and Marco Stunt.
Yeah, which was great. And they played that story out the next night, too, which that's a big deal. It's good.
The Internet Championship match between Effie and Matt Cardona after Matt Cardona rudely interrupted.
Matt Cardona is the best heel in wrestling.
Oh, yes.
Like, listen, he is so good. You just gotta give it up to the guy. He has like giant balls.
He's got to know that somebody in that crowd wants to kill him.
I mean, giant balls. Like we should see Chelsea and just shake her hand.
Oh,
like,
Chelsea.
I'm proud of you.
She's the reason that he's the internet champion now.
Yeah, Chelsea was another surprise there.
Rude. Yes, she was.
Well, like there was any like it was either going to be Chelsea when that masked person entered the ring, or he hired some crack whore.
I wonder who that could be.
Oh, should have known.
You swerved us. We thought it was Chelsea.
Should have known.
Oh, and of course the main event for the GCW Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like, John Moxley beat the crap out of Nick Gage.
It looked bad. It looked scary.
It looked like Nick Gage owed him money from like 2008.
Yeah, I don't think Nick was all there.
Yeah,
following
he wasn't
match.
all there for very long.
No.
Which has been like kind of the case with a few of his matches.
His leg been up under him like right at the start.
And
they just kept throwing each other on their heads. Like his head went into barbed wire at one point. It was scary.
Yeah, it was pretty. I mean, but John looked great.
Yeah,
he
he's
really
the
did
pizza
look
cutter.
good, didn't he?
Yeah, he looked intimidating.
Yeah.
And dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down, man. It's some good stuff.
But he's still the champion, so that means he has to come back.
Yeah, he does. He does, and I don't think there'll be any problem with that since they, announced.
Yes, since they announced the big show on January 23rd.
Hammerstein.
Hammerstein Ballroom.
Yeah, I mean,
My goodness.
Holy cats.
That was their major announcement.
Dude, listen, it is such a major announcement, especially the hallowed halls of the Hammerstein. I've been there, by the way. Just don't throw that out there. I've been there.
Oh, man. Some of the shows they've held there, just like ECW's Massacre on 34th Street.
Yeah, oh, God.
And Guilty as Charged.
What a classic. What a classic.
They also did the WWE promoted ECW shows, One Night Stand.
That first one, which is the only one that ever really happened, was freaking, it's so classic. It's a classic. It's a pickle.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hammerstein's also been the home of a lot of Ring of Honor shows, like a lot of anniversary shows, Final Battle, Supercard of Honor. They made a little home there for a long time.
They really did.
And the last wrestling event to have been put on at Hammerstein Ballroom before the pandemic, September 28th, 2019. Fighting Spirit Unleashed by New Japan Pro Wrestling. I do believe you were at that show.
It's okay. It's all right. I was.
Yes.
I was there as a special guest.
It was the second night in a 3-night tour.
Yes, it was.
Around the area.
It was.
Oh, man. But now, GCW. And their video was beautiful. Just all the people talking about how they're never going to make it in wrestling and what people had said to them.
It was really good.
Over the years.
It was really, really good.
But now, Hammerstein.
Yeah, I mean, he's got these guys really, and when you see that lineup, it's kind of cool, right? Like,
it is.
Like the little action figure lineup from Series 1.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
It's like they should carve him out of like gel soap. That'd be so great. Like something really like some really crappy, like the old dollar store wrestling figures
just whittle them out of wood.
Well, I mean, they used to make these dollar store wrestling figures, and it would be like, instead of Lex Luger, it'd be like Bex Booger, and it would be the old Lex Luger mold or something, or Fling.
Get the Joey Janela.
Yeah,
the Jordan Oliver.
Right. It'd be great. Make it not look anything like them, but have these generic wrestlers that you can order them from Mexico too. Like, I love those, especially when you're on the Lucha Libre guy's site and it's like, what are these wrestlers? And it's like a pack of 100. I always want them just to name them things, but
it's just random.
Yeah, just a little generic crap. That's what they need.
Great.
They need to put it out and have it look nothing like them.
That's amazing.
And it just be like Joey Janela.
Oh, speaking of Joey Janela, on Sunday, they had the aftermath, and easily the match of the night was Joey Janela versus Minoru Suzuki.
Easily.
It was so good.
It's so good. I forgot all the rest of the matches.
It was hilarious.
It was really great.
Wild. I love Suzuki.
And I love the angle afterwards, because you had Chris Dickinson come out, make the save.
Yeah.
Just to check on Joey, actually. And then Suzuki, hey, I've seen you around the New Japan office, and kick him in the back or whatever. And Dickinson gets up and he does his, Dick Strength stuff. And he's just like,
you're in my house.
Oh, just my house. And then Suzuki does the most genuine, wonderful thing ever. He starts laughing at him. It's just like, hey. But he does this, I don't speak English, saying, so sorry. I don't speak English.
He's so great.
He's like, ha, this is my house. He actually made fun of the voice and stuff.
He did.
Really good stuff.
Oh, man. And they have a match coming up in New Japan, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah, it's going to be some good stuff. There's so much going on.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean,
I'm out of breath.
You going to be okay?
Yeah, I think so. As long as Dragon Lee and Dralistico don't show up on Dynamite, I think I'll live.
That's your tip. All right, so listen. Here's my tip. Watch everything. Because if you don't, you're going to miss something amazing.
Yeah.
Everything's connected.
And it's connected, pal.
Yeah, it's just right now I'm full on doing it right now.
Oh, man.
Everything's connected. It's going to be an awesome week. We're so excited. There's so many cool things. Even, Dark Elevation, like I said, it's got that ECW thing that people see on the internet already, but you should go ahead and watch it and not be so prickish and not, so it's going to be awesome. My name's John.
I'm Raja.
So long from the Blind Tag Wrestling News. Now.
Bye.
Bye.